For several decades, Jim Henson has entertained viewers with his Muppets and other creations, and now to celebrate and look over his career, Ron Howard has directed a documentary about him titled Jim Henson Idea Man, which will stream on Disney Plus this week. Howard impressively manages to go over his entire life during the film's runtime, giving a decent amount of time to most of his accomplishments, while also bringing some of his collaborators. People who are already hardcore Jim Henson fans won't learn anything new, but it's clear the intention with Idea Man is to admire what he pulled off and the difficulties that came from putting his productions together. Idea Man follows a mostly chronological timeline as it depicts what inspired Henson and led him down the path to puppetry. Howard and his editors Paul Crowder and Sierra Neal pieced together the archival footage along with interviews both old and new to tell the story of Henson's life. The most important remarks come from Frank Oz as he discusses working with Henson, and then we also hear from his children and others who worked with him. We do get an understanding of his creative ambitions and what he continually strived to do with his work. The main theme of the documentary is of someone who had so many ideas but had to wrestle with things like time and corporate interests to make some of them a reality. The film is able to show each step taken by Jim Henson in his career and how he built up to each new innovation. There is unsurprisingly a lot of time devoted to his contributions to Sesame Street, trying to get the Muppet Show off the ground, and his expansion to feature films like The Muppet Movie and The Dark Crystal. There was even time given to his early commercial work and experimental short films. Although due to Henson's work being so extensive, some will probably be disappointed that few projects of his given little time here. Don't expect more than 30 seconds on Fraggle Rock. Idea Man also digs into his personal life and the troubles that came up with dividing time between family and creating entertainment for the world. The Henson children are quite honest about the dinner table conversations and the difficulty of his marriage, along with some of the happy times. Mostly the film is interested in showing how he came up with ideas and tried to implement them, even with the odds stacked up against him. It does create a further admiration for what Jim Henson was able to do while understanding that any movie or show making it to screens is a miracle. Jim Henson Idea Man mostly serves as an opportunity to sit back and enjoy everything that Henson brought to the world. In terms of new information, there are not too many big revelations, as anyone familiar with his work already know a lot of this. However, that can sometimes be okay in a biographical documentary, especially for a figure like this one. Ron Howard keeps the film moving through its hour and 48 minutes, and it's evident how much respect he has for Henson and the Muppets. It's difficult not to smile seeing the behind-the-scenes footage of Henson controlling Kermit or the imagination of Labyrinth coming alive.